as you can see, I am a woman of color in academia. So here's an experience that I have a lot as a woman of color in academia. I have students of color and female students come to me looking for mentorship and emotional support. I love doing this sort of work. I find it incredibly rewarding and valuable. So if you're one of my students, please always feel free to come to me. But this sort of work is also emotionally draining, and it takes significant time and energy away from my own research. Most of it is also totally invisible, so you don't really get a lot of credit for this kind of work. It's not the sort of thing that's going to get you tenure at Penn. So here's the choice that I face. On the one hand, I can do this sort of mentoring work and help change the status quo by diversifying the field. But if I do that, I compromise my own research, and I reinforce a system where disproportionate burdens are placed on faculty of color and women, making them less likely to succeed. On the other hand, I can choose not to do this sort of mentoring and focus on my own success instead. If I do that, I might be more likely to get tenure, but I help to maintain the status quo, and the status quo is bad for a lot of people, including myself as a member of an underrepresented group. This is an example of an oppressive double bind. In an oppressive double bind, you're forced to choose between either cooperating with an oppressive system or resisting that system. And what makes double binds so bad for the people trapped in them is that no matter what you do, you end up to some degree reinforcing your own oppression. The reason for this is that if you're a member of an oppressed group, there's never a clean separation between your own success and flourishing and your ability to resist oppression. Your own success or survival under oppression is itself a kind of resistance, even when you get it by cooperating with the oppressive system. Likewise, you failing to succeed in the system undermines your ability to resist oppression, even when it comes as a result of you resisting oppression. Okay, so I've been focusing on the example of my own life. None of you should feel sorry for me. I am an incredibly privileged person. But double binds are everywhere under oppression and affect people much more vulnerable than myself. So when you think about a Black Lives Matter protester trying to figure out the right way to protest political injustice, when you think about a trans woman deciding whether to pass as cis in a transphobic environment, or when you think about a disabled person deciding whether to disclose a disability in the workplace, these are all cases where a person is facing a choice between either cooperating or resisting in their own oppression. And no matter what they do, they will end up to some degree being a tool or mechanism in their own oppression. Why should we care about double binds? Here's one takeaway. If double binds really are as pervasive as I think they are, we need to be really careful in how we criticize ourselves and other people for the imperfect choices that we make in contexts where all we have available to us are imperfect choices. Thank you.